morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juice little lads. Thank you, little lads. Oh, are we having a party? Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, Scar. No batteries. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay. Now then, the weather in our old neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's around 7:30 p.m. in our old England this evening, okay? And, sorry, excuse me, the weather is rather cold. And, well, it is cold, actually, okay? And, but there's no surprise, you know what I mean? We're used to it, my delicious little babies. I don't know if you've noticed, but my earrings are getting smaller. These are a new pair, my delicious little babies, because usually I never wear earrings, only for my videos. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And guess how much I paid? These are rather heavy, actually. They've got like a knot design, so they're knot earrings. Okay, and £1.99. There we are, £1.99. My delicious babies. I only wear them for my videos. That's all I do, my delicious babies. If one see me go out, I never wear earrings. Do you see what I mean? It's I never really wear any jewellery at all. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, when you were around it, there we are. As long as what I was. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Well, I mean, I may wear a bit of jewellery maybe in the future, but there we are, but not at the moment, okay? Now then, gosh, my hair was sticking up there. Must keep a handle on it. You know what I've coloured my hair today, my delicious little babies. So guess what? I'm back in the land of the living, my delicious little babies, because you know when you got just like a little bit of grey coming through, doesn't matter what you do, you can eat organic, you can do anything, and you still got that flipping grey coming through. Look at this. See what I mean, my delicious little babies? Never mind. It's a lovely dark brown, actually. It's a nice colour, yeah. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, you're probably going to wonder, well, what am I going to come out with today, my delicious little babies? Well, I want to start with this, actually, because I bought this from, you know, just a normal little shop, you know, my local shopping centre. And it's called Imperial Leather. Now, what it is, it's mallow, you know, which means marshmallow, and rose milk. Rose milk? My delicious babies, have you ever heard of rose milk? Anyway, but if you try, I mean, the smell is beautiful. £2, 2 squids, ka-ching ching. But if you know, try to get a squirt, there we are, get a squirt out of it, my delicious babies. I mean, I did a very good job this morning in my juicy little shower. And do you think I could get a flipping squirt out of this? I had to really, I'm going to have to, you know, I had to really squeeze, there we are, you know, to get out of this cousin's Imperial Leather. You know what I mean? I thought, flip me, when you're going to come out? So I stood under the shower, man, and I thought, flip me, when are you going to come out? Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, well, okay. So I thought, well, if you continue not to come out, I'm going to have to go to me Dove. You know, you all remember when Dove came out, okay? What was it? Non-alcohol. They made a point of saying that. Non-alcohol, none this, none that, none the other. But when I look at the latest one that I bought, my delicious babies, I never brought it in, actually. I should have done. when I brought the latest one in, when I brought the latest one, please do forgive me for what I've just said, okay? Maybe I wasn't making myself very clear. It seems to be changing, my delicious little babies. Okay, now, I talked about, did I not? Because on my channel, I talk about different things, as you know. And the thing is that I remember decades ago when you could buy a dove, okay? And this dove looks all thick and creamy, and really, there we are, delicious. So when you're having a shower or when you're having a bath, because some like showers, some like baths. Well, it's lovely. It was thick. It was creamy. I've been to your other posh places, there we are, to go and buy, you know what I mean? But I've never felt that they've had, one of them was actually, what's it called? Is it still in town? Lush. You get a lush with a slush. You know what I mean, my delicious babies? Do you follow me? So, at one time, that's how the dove used to be. But it appears that these days, it's looking a different colour. Are you all following me, my delicious little babies? Okay. Now, I did a video, there we are, months and months and months ago, and I happened to be talking to a dear woman, when I was out and about walking. And it just so happened, God bless her, that she happened to be on the same song sheet as myself, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? They were actually discussing, to do with what she was watching. That the sperm, there we are, seems to be changing, my delicious little babies. Let's just say it's gone from white, thick, to like a clearer colour. There we are, and runny, my delicious little babies. Okay, now, I'm not here to, give a sex education class or anything like that now. No, I am not, okay? But even I know myself, being in relationships, there we are, what colour a man's sperm is supposed to look. But it seems that what is going, there we are, on in the world, see, before I even say it, the colour has changed, there we are, immensely. Now, what's happening is there are a lot of men who are not, how can we say this? They're not seeing, okay? They're not seeing. And furthermore, say, for example, if, so I'm not here to hurt or offend any dear man, any dear woman with what I'm talking about now, okay? I'm having a conversation. And by the way, because I've dyed my hair, I never got no dye anywhere, but this finger here, I've got some dye on my nail. Can you see it, my delicious babies? Okay, it just won't come off. There we are. I washed it and washed it and washed it, but that particular finger just won't come off. That one there. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now then, so I'm not here to hurt, offend or upset anybody, but my strong suggestion would be for ones who have taken to start looking at what's going on down below. Because some, there we are, for I even say it, are not being able to get an erection. Okay, my delicious little babies. So it could take them forever to ejaculate, but it's floppy. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So there we are. There is a lot that is going on. And the good news is, there we are, that a lot more, there we are, is being talked about this now. Okay, so I'm really, really, there we are. I'm really, really super duper happy about this, okay? Because it needs to be talked about. And it appears to be that if they've had one, two, the booster, there we are, all across there cold, okay? That there seems to be something misfunctioning, it appears. Is it misfunctioning? Malfunctioning? What malfunctioning usually means, it's true, isn't it? So this is what's happening. But then, on the other hand, we go back to the cousin's imperial leather, where to get a little bit of a squirt out, even if there we are, it's just about coming out. Oh, did you hear that? Sorry, Martin, you think about it. Sorry, I do apologise, Martin, babies. I'm not going to say anything. I know what that was going on. Oh, I know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. My point is, my delicious little babies, yes, okay, is that some embarrassing moments in one's lives, my delicious little babies, okay? That's all I'm done saying anyway. But getting back to the serious point now, okay? Because I haven't been serious about this. Well, there we are. Something seriously is wrong, okay? And let's just say one's sperms are not meant to look the way they're meant to look. There we are. Put it that way, my delicious little baby. So, if that is what's going on in man now, there we are. What is going on in woman? So, as we all very well know, say, for example, if one, which I do not, by the way, I'm single, you know what I mean? Okay? And I choose to be, there we are, in this flipping day and age. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Like I said, and no offence, not being rude or damn disrespectful, sorry to anybody, but no. But anybody would know that if you're in a relationship, okay, that put it this way. See, this is, you see me, what you see in me, there we are, is what you're going to get. There we are. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be all dressed up in, there we are, pretty yellow, pink, orange, green birds. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? There we are. What you see in me is what you get now. But if you're in a relationship, well, let me tell you something. Something should taste sweet now, isn't it? It shouldn't have a different taste, like a sour taste or something. Something, there we are, has just made me, there we are, just say that. Now, nobody said anything to myself. No, they haven't. It's just ding, ding, dong, dong. There we are. I'm using my own damn common sense now. Do you know what I mean? If you've got a couple and having, there we are, a relationship, well, we all know with couples, there we are, well, everybody should anyway. Well, they do. Do you know what I mean? It's not always a comfortable subject to talk about, but there we are. But I'm going to talk about it. So, of course, in a relationship, one's explore, but it should taste sweet, isn't it? So if it's not tasting sweet, and if someone's, there we are, then something is seriously wrong. There we are, isn't it? So if it's going on with a man now, there we are, it must be going on with a woman now then. You know, if you've got a couple and you know what I'm talking about, you have a physical, intimate relationship, and maybe at one time, you know where I'm coming from here, and then all of a sudden then, there we are, something tastes different now then, isn't it? There we are. Something's just made me say all that, and by the way, like I say, I'm just going to flipping highlight this. I am single. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, let me be done telling ya. There's nothing in my system. I can well assure there we are, everybody of that now. Do you see? So I'm not saying it to be nasty, but we have to, there we are, talk about these topics and there we are, and subjects. Okay? Because it's never the same again. There we are. That's my point, my delicious babies. It's never the same again. You know, where at one time a couple could be loving and... So in other words, okay, I'm not going to beat about the bush. Okay, I'm not going to go around the flipping houses now. There we are. I'm just going to be done saying it. What I'm saying is the way that ones used to make love is, there we are, is not going to be the same again. That's what I'm done saying. Okay? So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how, there we are, we dress this up in pretty little pink, yellow, green, orange, whatever colour burrs. The fact of the matter is, there we are, this is a situation. Because this was made to sterilise, it was made to, there's something, there we are, seriously wrong. Okay, my delicious little babies, very seriously, there we are, wrong. Okay? Now then, so I'm going to give out some videos. So I know that I have my happy moments. Yes, I do. But I'm also, there we are, very serious, there we are, about what I talk about. Do you see what I mean? And because ones are not, there we are, I'm so sorry to have to say this, but they're not paying attention, and they should, there we are, they damn well should be paying attention, isn't it? You imagine if men are going floppy, yes, at one time they used to, what did they used to sell? Decades, what's it called? Viagra. Well, I should imagine that this is, there we are, going to be going through the flipping effing roof. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, because if ones cannot get an erection, and it's been going on, there we are, decades. Well, myself personally, if I've been in a relationship, you know, I'm not bigging myself up, you know what I mean? But I've never had a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying to you with whoever I've been with? No. Okay? But we're not in those times now. Going back decades, we're not in those times. We're in, there we are, different times. Do you see? And there's nothing worse, God bless, there's nothing worse for a man than not being able to get an erection. Because there we are, it is a natural thing, isn't it? My delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? So that they can, even if they're single, you know, that they can, well, you know, man has needs, isn't it? There we are. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so that's natural. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, just, I suppose, for a woman, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I've been going through the change anyway, so it's not affecting myself. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? It's really not, you know. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just not bothered about these things now. Do you understand what I mean? Not at this point in my life, no. And especially giving out my videos and doing, there we are, what I'm doing. No. You know what I mean? But you imagine if you're young, like, say, 25, 30, you know, where you should be thriving. You know, you've got that adrenaline going. Do you understand what I mean, okay? And you're getting all, it's only a figure of speech, my delicious babies, but there we are. You're getting all fired up, you know, if you're man or woman, mankind. And then you find that you're not being able to, let's just say, perform the way that one should. Well, there we are. There's clearly something damn well wrong, isn't there? Because that shouldn't be that way, my delicious little babies. No, it should not. Okay, and that's the point that I wanted to make. I also want to show you something as well, because I've got to go and flipping, you know, I've been spending flipping about 2 hours today flipping, wrapping flipping gifts, and I don't even celebrate the flipping fake crim birds, you know what I mean? So what we got here? Okay, my delicious little babies. So, yeah, everything seems to be pink and gold and white and gold with what I've been wrapping my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Anyway, let me just continue. So, you know, I'm not here to hurt, offend, or upset anybody. There we are. But ones need to... I cannot emphasise, there we are, emphasise this enough. They need to start, there we are, damn well paying attention to what is going on. Okay, there we are. And unless they do, let me tell you, you're going to be having a lot of men out there and a lot of women now who are not going to be functioning. And what I mean by that is they're not going to be able to function with what is, there we are, being done. Are you all please following me, my delicious little babies? Okay, you're going to have loads of couples where, and I used to know loads, there we are, over the decades, you know, they've been together 30, 40 years, you know what I mean? And they used to say, you know, and I've been blessed because as much as I've seen the other side doing readings and everything, I've also seen the other side where they still got excited to be together, even after 30 or 40 years, you know what I mean? And I say, oh, you know, we're going to be going home, oh, let's have a bit of fun. You're not going to be able to do that no more, my delicious little babies, do you say? There we are, with what's been going on. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, things are just not going to be, let's just put it this way, not going to be functioning, there we are, the way that they're meant to. You know, down below. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies? And of course, you know, for man, I would say, unless you got a woman, keep stumbling, don't I? I'm not going to change my video. You know, she's a man-eater. Do you know what I mean? Unless you got one of those, which is not very often, okay? Well, the fact is that she's just going to lose interest. And I mean, let's be fair, a lot of marriages, there we are, they do end because ones get too, not in all, there's lots of different reasons, okay, because I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, there we are, I swear down, okay, readings, okay. It's not about what it is. One's just, with some couples, only some, they lose that interest, or maybe, could be anything, could be work, could be work pressures, could be a number of different things now, do you see what I mean, okay? Sometimes it can be ka-ching, ching, ching that gets involved, you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay, temptation, isn't it? There we are. Do you say? But one seemed to forget what they had, you know, there we are. So I've seen long time, heard long time, there we are, about all these situations, you know. So the fact of the matter is that the way that I see it is that if you've got a loving couple, you imagine now with what's gone on, that they're not simple things, they're just not going to be able to, there we are, have their relationship, that, shall we say, sustained. Do you see? So it's going to cause, I should imagine, some frustration on the man's part. It'll cause, there we are, frustration on the woman's part. There we are. So the way I'm seeing it is, sorry, excuse me, frog in my throat. Seems to myself that there's going to be a few, there we are, marital issues. Whereas, let's just say before all of this chat, there wasn't. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And even if your man there, even if your woman there tries to go to somebody else for whatever, there we are, for whatever, it's just still not going to work. Because of what is in the system. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm sorry that I've had to talk on a personal level. But there we are, this needs to be addressed. And anybody who's in a loving relationship should be able to have what we would call, there we are, a healthy physical closeness with one another. You know, not be able to lie next to each other, you know, kiss and hug and everything, and then not be able to operate down, there we are, down below. Are you following me, my delicious babies? Okay. So, there we are. Very sadly, there's more to come. I'm so sorry. I'm not here to be the bearer of bad news. There we are. But I'm just done telling it. Okay? And heaven forbid, dear giddy God, dear giddy God, the younger bairns who have been... Okay? So, we've got to watch the flex, isn't it? Now then, my delicious babies, very sadly. Now then, the first video, so I've got to speed ahead, okay? So this one's on BitChute. This uploader happens to have 10.8 thousand subscribers, my delicious babies. I do advertise them. 2 words together, capital letters. Nat, shut up, Nat, breed, as in a breed or something. 2 words together. The video should read, I'm very sorry about that, my delicious babies. Accessories to murder. Just some of the ways the spark graphene can stop the heart beating. Okay, my delicious babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Accessories to murder. Okay, just some of the ways the spark graphene can stop the heartbeat. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, so that's that one. Next one, BitChute, my delicious babies. So it's Nat, breed, space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. The next one is BitChute again. This uploader happens to have 8,703 subscribers, my delicious little babies, 8703. On BitChute, the uploader, I do advertise these as well. Understanding space, the space lies, space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. This video should read cafe as in drink booze, coffee, cafe locked out, the little match girl. Yes, everybody should remember that story with the little match girl. It was so sad. You know, she watched this posh family, you know, and she used to, with matches. I remember decades ago with this story, you know what I mean? It was so sad, you know, and she used to use the matches to keep herself, you know, warm. Do you know what I mean? Some way of keeping herself warm. But she watched this posh family indoors and everywhere, and then the next day they found her outside. Yeah, everybody should know that story. My delicious, there we are, little babies. Do you see what I mean? When one's having full and plenty now, but not one of them can be bothered to look out, there we are, the damn window to see if somebody needs help. Are you following me, my delicious little babies? I just look into things a different way. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now then, this video, let me just say, repeat once again. Cafe locked out, the little match girl injury, okay, an Australian Christmas story. Now then, I've got to just say, the accessories to murder, okay, forgot how long that is now. I'm very sorry about this, my delicious baby. Somebody's trying to get hold of me. My apologies for this, okay? The first one, I think, I don't know, could be about 50 minutes. This one here is nearly 50 minutes, the one that I've just advertised, okay? I'm not stopping my video, okay? The next one, my delicious babies, this one's on BitChute. So this uploader happens to have 5,710 subscribers, my delicious little babies. Search engine of your choice, sorry. Death We don't like that word, but we seem to be hearing it. Death underscore, that's a little line, angel. Death underscore angel. The video should read, okay, so it's death underscore angel, then space bar, bitches. So then you should have reached your destination. The video should read, shocker, okay. Yale study confirms 1 billion have full-blown AIDS. Okay, my delicious little babies. I'm not going to repeat that one again. Okay? Turn over the page. Next one, my delicious little babies. Okay? The final two are on YouTube. So we have, this uploader happens to have 151,000 subscribers. My delicious little babies happen to come up on my feed. Okay, and I'm very, there we are, very pleased that it did. Okay, my delicious little babies, oh yes, very pleased. Okay. And the uploader is called Robbie, R-O-B-B-R-E. There's a lot of Robin bees, isn't there, in the world, my delicious? There we are, little babies, if you follow me, okay? Knox. Okay, my delicious babies, on old YouTube, okay? Robbie Knox, Robbie space Knox. The video should read, okay, in the old space bar, opening 700 ka-ching, ching, ching, Christmas crackers. Oh yeah, this is interesting, my delicious babies. I strongly suggest that you please listen to, there we are, to that video. It's nearly 45 minutes long, okay, there we are, but well worth a watch. When you look at the actual pack of 6, because you've got a green box, it's Harrods, and then when you look inside, it looks like darts. You know, I'm doing my sewing class, you know, and then you have little darts, you know, where you've got to do the creases inside. Yeah, it's like that. My delicious baby. It's very interesting, actually, extremely interesting. Especially when they say, you know, keep away from the fabric, you know, you got 2 hands and, you know, and things like this now then. Do you see what I mean? It's really interesting, that video, do you know what I mean? But it's also very interesting, okay, that what's inside it, because you don't get a bang, you know, with any cracker. Anybody knows over the decades, do you know what I mean, that at the end of the day you're going to get whoever pulls it, it goes bang. It's done that for flipping decades, but no, not these. They don't go bang, not from Harrods, not at 700 ka-ching, ching, ching for 6 that look like darts. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And, you know, inside you have like a, what is it, a voucher, you know, just to go and spend more, ka-ching, ching, ching, you know. So anybody who's probably, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, got half a noddle or even a quarter of a noddle, okay, would know that you're getting a load of sharp. But then again, ding, ding, dong, dong, listening very, very, very carefully, because please remember the earrings are getting smaller and smaller and smaller now, the circle, okay? That there's very important, there we are, information. But of course, what should be jerks? Well, I don't know, unless somebody's in a club of jerks. Do you see what I mean? But it's certainly not what I would call a laughy jerk. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Very interesting video indeed to listen to. And finally, this on YouTube. This uploader happens to have 2.93 million subscribers, my delicious babies. So rather a large uploader on YouTube. Okay, my delicious little babies. This uploader in the old search engine is called Tasting Space History Space with Space Max Space Miller, with an E, not an A, Miller. So it's Tasting History with Max Miller. Yes, interesting, my delicious baby. This came up on my feed as well. I'm just going to read out what the video is. What are sugar plums? My delicious little babies? Question mark. I always put 2. How to make real Victorian sugar plums. Okay, my delicious little babies, I'll just repeat that once again for you. What are sugar plums? How to make real Victorian sugar plums. My delicious little babies. Now then, what's really interesting about this, now I'm going to close my book. Okay, let's go backwards. Is that what your man there does is that he actually uses these glazed cherries. If you go back decades ago, and it reminded me big time when you used to have decades ago, somebody had a snowball. It's called a snowball drink, and it's usually like a yellow colour. And then when it was delivered to them at the table, there we are. And I remember from decades ago, okay? Sorry. I remember from decades ago. I'm very sorry, my delicious little babies, but I'm not stopping my video. I'm not stopping my video. I'm just very sorry about that, okay, my delicious little babies? Right, it's all right because I cannot see right now because it's that way and not that way. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to have to get back to them. My point is, please do forgive me for this video, okay? But the fact is, if you go back decades ago, you used to have the old snowball drink, which was like a yellow colour. And then when they used to deliver it to the table, you know, to whoever was having a drink, you know, in a pub, they used to always put on one of these, you know, they call them toothpicks, and he used to put a couple of cherries, like these glazed, very super duper sweet cherries, okay? Not real cherries, but you know what I mean? Okay, so what he does, he makes the sugar plums with the cherries, but it takes days to do. And the point that he's making is that the sugar plum, there's no plum involved. My delicious berries. So how can you call it sugar plum if it's there's no plum involved? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious berries? Anyway, I happen to love plums. I love them. I adore them, and I adore real cherries, not those nasty things now that just taste like you're eating a cube of sugar. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay. So anyway, that's the end of my video, but please, you're probably wondering, well, why have I mentioned this? And that's is it about 20 odd minutes long, that video? There's a point to what I'm saying. You have to listen what he says, going back to the Victorian, and he bought a special book. You have to listen to everything what I've mentioned today, my delicious babies. There we are. I'm pointing it out. There we are, for a reason, okay? I never ever do anything for no reason now. But there we are. But you're going to get ding, ding, ding what I'm saying to you. And for anybody who's listening, well, you know, there's always somebody listening, you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't mean you, my beautiful little babies, okay? But you're going to follow me, okay? But the point is, you're going to get where I'm coming from. Do you see what I'm saying? There we are. Okay, my delicious babies, and you're going to get it with everything what I've said, okay? And then ding, ding, dong, dong. Dot, 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 dots. There we are. Are going to join. Do you see? There we are. Okay? Okay, my delicious babies. So, until my next video, thank you so very much for even listening to my video or for any views, any likes. I'm so very sorry. You know, there we are, clearly, there we are, trying to get hold of me, so I must get back in contact with them, okay? But I just couldn't see from the side. When it's on WhatsApp, I usually know if it's a beautiful little, there we are, baby brother who sends me a heart or something like that now, do you see what I mean? But I couldn't see, do you see what I mean, at that time? But anyway, it doesn't matter, it's not interfering with my video. I'm just so very sorry if you found it a little, slightly bit irritating. I'm awfully sorry about that, okay, my delicious babies? But whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Okay, my delicious babies, yes, okay. And I hope that the weather is super duper wonderful. There we are, and delicious wherever you are in the world, okay. Well, I hope it's better than where I am, my delicious babies, in our old Brummyland, okay. Because I've been told today that there seems to be a lot of construction going on. Yeah, we notice a lot, but anyway, I'll get told things, you see what I mean, my delicious babies, anyway. So which of course, there we are, I already know anyway. I've got eyes to see, I've got ears to listen to, but please remember that the circle's getting smaller, smaller and smaller. But remember the knots, there's a few knots in it, you know what I mean? Not quite going as well. Okay, my delicious babies, and sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings to each and every one of you. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be, there we are, fully, how I love you so, protected, okay? I've got to get back to flipping sorting out, sticking these bead tags on now, and, you know, sticking all the bloody thread through and doing all that, and flipping doing all the bloody string and everything, you know what I mean? You know, so it looks all super duper delicious. I wouldn't mind, but I don't even flipping celebrate Crimbo. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? But of course it is for my beautiful little baby daughters, and my beautiful not in that way, my beautiful dear little son-in-law to be, okay? So, you know, her needs is a must. I spent 2 hours flipping wrapping gifts this morning, my delicious babies. Now I've got another hour. I'm not complaining, okay? But I've got another hour to do this as well, okay, my delicious babies? But I'm not complaining about it, you know. Once it's out of the way, job done. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? If you follow me, you know, because once Crimbo's finished, you know, Easter eggs are in the shops. Do you follow me, my delicious babies? Anyway, so until my next video, I love you so very much. And if it is night time, night night, sleep tight, watch bed bugs don't bite. How I love you all so, okay? Love you. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.